Hello, everybody. My name is Gamerguy_YT. Then we'll go to Nero, and he'll say, "I'm Nero Pop," and then I will say, "And we have a guest," and that's when you say your name. Is that okay?
Yeah.
The intro is the most butchered thing about this entire podcast, so do not worry if you do it really badly, because that is kind of the idea.
Well,
Right.
It wasn't the idea. It just become the
It wasn't the idea. It's just become the idea.
No, it's all
Is
right.
that-
I'm going to absolutely nail it, and then you guys are going to feel really bad about all you other podcasts.
Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. My name is Gamerguy_YT,
My name is Nero Pop.
and we have a guest today who is.
TheCrazyWraith. Hello.
How sick is that? Welcome back,
Welcome to the
everybody.
Gamerpopcast.
All right, yes, welcome back, everybody, to the Gamerpopcast, the podcast where we talk about absolute random stuff. Judging by the list of things we have today, it is definitely random stuff. But we do have a guest who we would like to introduce. TheCrazyWraith has joined us for the podcast, an actual proper guest, not some fake guest that you guys have seen before. No, a proper real guest.
You've probably seen Wraith before, especially
That's
on my
true.
channel. Maybe not your channel, but yeah, we've got Wraith.
I love how you think that I'm a real person. How do you know I'm not just an AI?
What a way to introduce yourself. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
All right, that's it with Wraith. We've got.
Welcome, everybody. I feel like we have got a list. I feel like we should start with the fact that last episode we said we are going to be on top of this one. All right, we're going to record it real early in the week. We're going to get this one rolling like crazy.
And to be
Would you like
to be
to
fair, I was trying to do this the whole week.
Hey, I tried to do it, sort of.
Sort of.
I
did-
even came up with a backup plan for when you didn't do it.
That's true. But anyway, we're here now. That's all we got. That's what we got to
That's all
focus
we-
on. Let's don't focus on the negative. Deep lessons.
Keep
Okay,
listening.
so deep lessons is what we learn. Right. Our first topic of the day
We're actually
is
doing
written
this
down as Tea Party. Now, I don't usually make it really obvious that we have topics that we talk about, but I really want to make it very obvious that the first topic that we're talking about today is Tea Party, because me and TheCrazyWraith have no idea what this means.
All right. So what I'm saying is, everybody, grab yourself a cup of tea. I'll give you a little bit of time
Okay.
to boil the kettle. Put in the tea
alright.
bag. Pour the water on the
You're
tea
not telling
bag.
me. Am I joining in now?
Yeah,
Or are you talking
come
to
on,
the
yeah.
audience?
I'm talking to everybody.
Okay,
including
I've
you,
already got
Gamerguy.
one.
Okay, that's
I've
fine.
already
If
got
you've already got tea, you can just sip your tea and enjoy everyone else making tea.
Okay.
You pour
Okay,
in hot water.
wait. Are we like
tap
legit
the mug.
waiting for them?
You tap the tea bag against the mug slightly. Take the tea bag out. You put the milk in. You stir. If you want sugar, you can have sugar. You add a bit of sugar in. Just like 1 teaspoon is enough. Maybe 2. But then you have a nice, lovely cup of tea. Now have a nice sip. And there you go. Your day is now complete. That's
Okay,
all we
well,
have to
that
do.
wasn't a tea party. That was a waste of time. That's what that was.
No, it was. We made tea. Everyone did it.
Yeah.
So it was a party.
Yeah.
You know what? One day when we're rich and famous from doing this podcast, we're gonna have a real famous guest on, right? I don't want us to lose this aspect of the podcast, which is complete and utter useless rubbish that we talk about. I don't want to lose that. When we
have Elon
knee
Musk
high
coming
deep
on
in
our
money,
podcast. Sorry, not Elon Musk. We cast him out last episode, but if we have Jeff Bezos coming on with his on our podcast,
Elon Musk,
right?
Elon Musk is not invited. We have to make that very clear. Elon Musk will never be invited. He is never coming on.
So we'll make a cup of tea with Jeff Bezos. We'll teach him the ways of tea.
He's got time now. He's retired, or like not retired. But he's working on other projects, and they're probably not that big.
I mean, he's just going to space, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy. Anybody could do it. Wraith,
So-
what are your opinions on Jeff Bezos?
I don't really have an opinion.
It's because he's an AI.
One
I-
input on the podcast. Wait,
Yeah,
again, just
yeah, I-
massive input.
No, I'm
Making a
sorry.
real
I'm still just thinking about tea. To be honest.
That is one of the things. That's one of the side effects of being a guest on the Gamerpopcast.
Hey,
You
tea
just
is better than fruit
start
shoot.
thinking about
so-
tea. Fruit shoot.
Fruit
What?
shoot.
Why are you mentioning fruit shoot like that's a normal thing to do?
Okay, so unbeknownst to everyone else, I asked you both what your thoughts were on fruit shoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I'm
you
Ray-
did,
really
yes.
intrigued as to where this is going.
Wraith was telling me how she thought that fruit shoot was one of the greatest things she'd ever had.
Wait,
North agreed.
did I say this?
I have to scroll up from our messages to find it, but I'm pretty sure we did.
Oh no. Did I?
And
Oh.
you were like, "Oh, it's so good." I can't remember now. Okay, it was
Yeah,
a few
no,
days
I'm
ago.
fairly sure I didn't say that.
Hang on, I can find it. Meanwhile, North
I'm-
here we go. Some of the most
Wait,
hype
you
I've
asked
ever
North
been
as well?
has been about.
You
it's
asked
been on
North
fruit
as well.
shoots.
How many people did you ask?
You said fruit shoots are pog. I quote, fruit
Oh.
shoot pog.
That's-
Okay.
I can imagine North saying that. That sounds
North?
about right.
North was saying how. Oh god, I'll scroll up from so many Nero PPs now. North was saying how fruit shoots were the greatest things in existence. The greatest.
I
liquid.
said fruit shoots were pog. Wait, who said fruit shoots were pog? I said.
You
Me.
said
I said-
fruit
That's
shoots are
a
meh.
very much of Wraithism. I say everything.
You
is
said
pog.
North.
Yeah, North said that it was the greatest thing, right? Wraith said it was Pog, and you said it was. I can't find it. You just said it was meh. I'm pretty
I'll say
sure.
it. I said all right, kind of sickly sweet, and definitely artificial tasting.
And there you go. Meanwhile, I'm here thinking fruit shoots are disgusting.
Really?
Wait,
Absolutely
really?
disgusting.
You think all of them are disgusting? Like, there's
Yeah,
no
'cause
flavour that you're like, you know what, that's kind of sick.
No, they're just
Yeah, like-
really horribly sweet and disgusting. Every single one.
I said, have you ever had the
Maybe-
apple ones?
The apple ones are really weird. Like they don't taste anything like apple. They taste like sour candy.
Yeah,
Sour
the apple ones are my
flavoured
favorite
candy.
because they're just like they're just not real. It's just straight
Yeah, they're
chemicals.
just
But
bizarre. Yeah,
Yeah.
it tastes
But they're
like
so-
a cross between
The
sour
strawberry
candy
ones are the
and the
worst.
chemicals you might put down your toilet.
probably right. I don't know how. I feel like the one that everybody's had is the blackcurrant one. I feel like that's like,
Yeah, I
classic
think that's
for a
like.
kid.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
what's
just
disgusting.
standard.
That's like it's like standard. And the orange one I think was fairly popular as well.
Yeah.
And the strawberry one is.
Gosh, I remember having fruit shoots as like a go-to.
I remember always being given fruit
Time
shoots
is
and being like,
gone,
I
you
don't
know?
want to drink this because it's not very good. Fruit shoots just aren't good.
They are very they're very. I don't know. Artificial, I guess, is the kind of word for them, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
almost like they shouldn't exist, but also definitely almost like they shouldn't be out like marketed at children. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. They're like,
Taste-
oh,
Like
they
they kind
taste-
of they're like an energy drink.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Because like energy drinks, yeah. I'll tell you this. I had this can of got given to me, and it was Coke. It was Coca-Cola, right? Yeah, normal Coca-Cola. Except it wasn't normal. It was like an energy version of it. And I thought, oh, energy, that's gonna taste really bad. But then it said on the front, it was like extra Coke taste, and I was like, oh, so it's gonna taste extra like Coca-Cola than it usually does. So this should be good, right?
Okay.
What, more than Coke?
Yeah, well,
How
that's
can
what
it
it was.
taste
It was
Cokier than Coke.
That's
you
what
go?
that's what I inferred from the tag was that it was going to be really it said extra cola taste. I think it's going to be really like I assumed it was going to taste really a lot like Coca-Cola, right?
All right.
And it was Coca-Cola energy, so I thought it was going to give me loads of energy and it was going to taste real good. Turns out that is not true. It's the least tasting thing like Coca-Cola I've ever had.
Or maybe you just don't know what Coca-Cola tastes like. Maybe that's what Coca-Cola
no.
really tastes.
it just tasted like an energy drink.
Yeah,
You couldn't taste Coca-Cola in it.
There is a
It was
Coca-Cola
really
flavour
odd.
that is disgusting. It tastes nothing like Coke. Because I remember ages ago, when I got a soda stream from somewhere, I can't even remember where. I was with a friend and we were trying to make like we had an energy drink flavouring, right? As well, we had a Coke flavour as well, but it was the energy drink flavouring. And we were like, oh, let's make a super strong energy drink. So we put like half a cup of sugar in it. And we like chucked in like its energy drink flavouring. We carbonized it. And we were hyper after that one. That was not. It was disgusting as well. It didn't taste nice.
But you just lost your mind.
Yes.
I think wasn't that with North? So
It probably was. I don't know.
so anybody that knows North, I guess
I mean,
can realize that if it made them more hyper, then North must have been like lifting up
Yeah.
houses or something. I don't know.
who knows? My memory's just like wiped from it.
Your memory of the time is gone. You just don't remember it.
But maybe not.
Once you'd made it, you were just like, nope. Once you'd made it, it turned into a blur. When you think back, all you think of is just happy thoughts. You're just like,
happy thoughts.
such a good time. And it's like, what happened? I don't know, but it was such a good time. It's just so
Yeah,
good.
it's
I
just
don't know what happened, but it was just so good. Fruit shoots.
Fruit shoots. Fruit shoots.
Fruit shoots. Really something that
Embodied.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. It's just totally, I wonder if they have fruit shoots in America.
They have, what's it called? There's one that everybody always talks about having. Is it Gatorade?
Gatorade.
Gatorade? What's Gatorade?
I don't know.
No, it
I
can't be
didn't-
Gatorade.
I
There's
didn't
one
have
that's like a bit
Gatorade. I
like-
had Mountain Dew, but
Mountain
Mountain
Dew,
Dew
yeah.
is just sort of like fizzy lemonade crossed with a little bit of lime. Like
think you
it's
can
really
get 'em.
boring. I don't really know why anyone hypes up Mountain Dew, but
I don't think I've ever had Mountain Dew, but I always assumed it would taste really energy drinky.
I've
I mean,
had
to be
Mountain
honest,
Dew,
I've
it wasn't-
never had an energy drink in my life, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
To be honest, I don't think I have ever had an energy drink.
I had that Coca-Cola energy drink, and I felt like Lucasade, but I think the bigger one is there's this one time I didn't have. So there's Iron Brew, right? But then there's also Iron Brew.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's Iron Brew spelled. Is it IRN
Yeah.
BRU or something like
BRU.
that? So
Yeah.
anyway, and there's also an Aldi or Lidl version, which is iron spelled IRON, and then brew spelled BREW,
Oh yeah, the rip-off version.
which is incredible. And I've had that once, and it wasn't good. But
think
I
I
didn't want
might
to
have-
say that Iron Brew then wasn't good, because obviously that's like the rip-off version. I can't imagine rip-off versions. Most of the time they aren't as good as the originals, so maybe the original one is better. I don't know.
Here's
Who
a real question:
knows?
Coke or Pepsi?
That's a good question.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like they're owned by the same company and they just like put in the same drink in both, and it's just branded differently. But
No. No. Okay, in my humble opinion, Pepsi Max is the best, but Pepsi isn't better than Pepsi. Pepsi Max, I think, is better than normal Coca-Cola, but I think Coca-Cola beats all the rest of the Pepsis. It's only Pepsi Max that I think is better than Coke, just because it just is like more flavoursome. So it's even more flavoursome than just normal Coke. I think it's quite good.
yeah, I'd
But
say
it's the only
Coke-
one. Coke, all the Cokes beat all the Pepsis apart from Pepsi Max. I think Pepsi Max wins for me.
I'd say Coke from pubs because they have like that. It tastes slightly sweet. I don't know. It's sort of different. It's so nice.
Yeah, from like the taps when you get like tap.
Yeah.
Tap pub. That's good actually. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
good
a good-
idea. That's a good point. It is different.
I mean,
What
you
about
don't
Wraith?
really
What do you
get
think?
Pepsi in those sort of taps, do you?
Sometimes, but not as much. No.
Also vanilla Coke. I mean, vanilla Coke. It's pretty good.
It sounds absolutely foul,
It does.
in my opinion.
But oh my god, is it good?
You know what? It's you know how we always say. We just said it then. I actually think about it, that you don't get Pepsi in pubs. I bet you do, but everybody's asked for Coke when you go up there. And I don't think a lot of the time they go, "Oh, we haven't got Coke, we got Pepsi." I think they just give you Pepsi, and they just don't mention it.
Maybe.
Just like,
I mean, basically the same thing. Like, no one would. I wouldn't
they're
care.
very similar. It's cool. I mean, the company that makes Pepsi is called Pepsi Cola.
Yeah, it's because it's both owned by Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola didn't buy Pepsi though.
Yeah. No, Coca-Cola made Pepsi. Because at the
Coca-Cola
time,
didn't make Pepsi.
yeah, it's because this is history. Coca-Cola made Pepsi because at the time, cocaine became illegal, and Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it, and so they rebranded it as Pepsi because they didn't want to be associated with cocaine anymore. And since then, I just had 2 different brands.
Well, you learn something new every day.
It's not like they're rival brands.
No, it's not. They're separate. They're not the same. They're not. They're not owned by the same company.
They are. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could do a quick Google.
No, they're not. They can't be because they're totally. It was Coca-Cola came out, and then Pepsi Cola became a company, and they started making Pepsi Cola, but they went bankrupt, and then eventually got bought because they didn't have a very good start because people were like, "Oh, it's not as good as Coke. Why would I drink it?" But then they got more popular recently. But no, it's not owned by the same company. I'm almost 100% sure they're separate.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I mean, I'm inclined to side with Gamerguy, but like I haven't Googled it, so.
Okay, hold on, right. Okay, I found an article.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be.
How Coke helped create Pepsi. Hold on. Oh, and now it's telling me to fill out a quiz. So I'm just going to go, not right now. The stories of Coca-Cola and PepsiCo have a lot more in common than brown fizzy sugar water. Okay, so Coke was invented by a southern pharmacist who, and it definitely had cocaine in it, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the family. Oh, okay, so the family of the Coke's inventor, when he died, his family lost control of the formula because obviously it was like secret. You're not going to get it. Yeah. So they lost control of it. They didn't own it anymore. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's just there's some words in this article that I don't understand. Okay, let me just start again. It kind of took a turn how I didn't expect, but the family of Pepsi's inventor lost control of the formula shortly before his death. So both of them lost control of their own formulas. They were both made at different times, but they both lost control of their own formulas. But it looks like they were separate. Pepsi's inventor, right, was not a business mastermind, and Pepsi Cola went bankrupt in 1923. And then Pepsi's second owner also failed to turn Pepsi into a proper rival for Coke. So they were rivals. They weren't the same.
Okay.
Apparently, the marketing genius of President Robert Woodruff, is that a president of the United States?
I think it's just president of a company.
It's just a company. Okay, this Pepsi Cola has fell back. Oh wait, so Pepsi Cola basically went bankrupt multiple times because I guess they must have come after Coca-Cola, and I guess Coca-Cola was obviously way too big for Pepsi to even try and get into the market. Oh, I have something else to say about Coca-Cola after this though. This will blow your mind. Okay. Anyway, so the opportunity to buy Pepsi's assets. Okay, so when Pepsi Cola went bankrupt, Coke could have bought Pepsi, is what it's saying here.
Oh, and they didn't. Why didn't they?
I don't know why they never did. Maybe because competition's good for companies. I don't know.
Maybe it's because they didn't want to have a monopoly.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh no, if we do that, then we would be considered a monopoly, and the government will have to split us up, whatever. Which is obviously not good for a company who basically has a monopoly.
Yeah. Okay, so weird. I think the tastes were a bit further different when they originally created, but then when Pepsi Cola went bankrupt, there was this businessman. He owned a lot of machines that did like soda machines or whatever in the US, and the Coke refused to give him a good deal on the Coke syrup to make Coca-Cola. He was looking around for other places, and he found Pepsi, and so basically he kind of changed it to be more like Coke, and because it was cheaper for him to buy, basically. I think that's how it became popular because he managed to put it in all his machines and brand it. It's just like Coke, but it's Pepsi. Or whatever.
Okay.
And then that's how it kind of became famous, maybe.
Apparently Coca-Cola has a touch more sodium than Pepsi.
Wow, that's such a big difference.
Pepsi packs more
Yeah.
calories, sugar, and caffeine than Coke. Yeah.
That sounds about right, to be honest.
Oh, apparently it's called
Whenever
the
they
Cola Wars. Well, there you go. I was wrong. There you go. They are separate companies. Mind unblown.
There was a country, right? There was a country that is basically drinks more Coca-Cola than water.
Oh my god. I know Scotland
America.
drinks more Iron Brew than water.
Yeah, Mexico,
What?
more
No.
Coke is consumed per capita in Mexico than in any other country, and some studies suggest that indigenous communities of the Highlands or Los Altos may be the soft drink's most loyal customers on the planet. Also, there is this thing where, okay, this is actually great. There's a video about it, and I will try and link the video somewhere if you're listening. But okay, there's a whole documentary about it. And he went to this place. It was basically a church, like outside. Like it wasn't like a. I don't think it was like a. What do you mean? Like a Christian church. I think it was just like church with like I don't know what exactly religion it was. Okay.
Okay.
But the biggest thing about it was Coca-Cola was basically like a holy drink, like
Oh my
holy
God.
water.
The Church
like it
of
was-
Coca-Cola.
So, yeah, like it was like people thought it had medicinal value. I don't know how you say it, but people
Medicinal,
thought it
I
was
don't know.
medicinal value, right? So people thought it was like heal you, make you better. But obviously, when you look at the facts and figures, they were saying that actually the rate of diabetes is so high because people just keep getting diabetes because they keep drinking Coke. Think it's like you should see that all the fridges and stuff were filled with Coke. Everybody was drinking massive bottles. It was like everywhere. And it just blew my mind, mainly because obviously that's not like a well-known thing, right? But that's how Coke has still managed to go so big because they've got like a whole country which is
They've
just
got a cult.
drinking Coke 24/7. They have literally a cult following which drinks more Coke than anywhere else.
Wasn't
Extreme amounts of
Coca-Cola
it.
the most valuable company for quite a while? Like, I'm pretty sure.
It
like,
was. I think it was anyway.
Yeah, for a while, like, I'm pretty sure it was. Now it's Apple, obviously, but yeah,
Yeah.
before tech companies kind of took over. Crazy.
Oh yeah, I found it. Yeah, people drink about 2.2 liters of Coke per day, on average.
In Mexico or in general?
In Mexico.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say.
god.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
It is. I found a documentary.
Ooh.
It's diabetes. People dying of diabetes, right? Is the second leading cause of death behind heart disease in Mexico, something like that. Because of it's basically mostly because of the Coke.
Yeah.
Coke is like cheap. I think I don't even know if this was true, but Coke is either cheaper or almost as cheap as water.
Oh my
like,
god. How is it cheaper?
it's
I
just
guess
everywhere.
Mexico's like a desert. But still.
Yeah. And everybody's drinking it because it's like, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like everybody, he shows some clips and he's just like, 3 liters in one day. There's this kid here, and he's just literally saying to this guy, "Yeah, I drink 3 liters of Coke every day." It's just insane. So the average is like whatever it is, like 2.2 liters or something. Yeah, which is 3% of what the average consumption is in the US, which is obviously
Oh
the
my
next big
God.
country you think would drink Coca-Cola loads or whatever.
Yeah, I'd assume US. Actually, you know what? I think it would probably be more popular in. I don't think it would be as popular in the US. I don't know why. I just feel like in the US there's so many like, it's more sugary drinks. If you get what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, okay,
America
you have to
got,
hear this
so
bit.
much variety that, like, why would anyone pick Coke?
Hmm.
Yeah, you have to hear this bit, right?
Okay.
So to the T's, I can't. I'm going to butcher this, but to the Tzotzil indigenous people in Chiapas in Mexico, Coke is spiritual and deeply intertwined with their culture.
Are you sure
Deeply
it's not
intertwined. Coke is
some
deeply
random
intertwined.
little like club or something of like maybe like
Nope.
20 members?
You can see bottled Coke as an offering in their main place of worship.
Oh my god. Is it I'm guessing it's bottled with plastic rather than glass? Because
I think there's glass as well. Yeah.
it
seems to-
Coke
this-
tastes different whether it's in metal, plastic, or glass. Like it's
Yeah.
just glass is better, and then it's plastic, and then tin, and when it's in the can, it's just not as good.
Yeah, I think they've got quite a few. I think they've got. It looks like they've got more glass bottles.
Okay, you're
Um,
looking at pictures of them now.
yeah, there's a lot of glass bottles, but there's also a lot of plastic bottles. So, anyway, it's basically insane. That's all. That's all. It's just a bit crazy.
Have you
I
seen
can't
the videos
really
of
believe it.
Coca-Cola factories?
No.
Like they are mental. It's like literally just like it's all automated. It's just like loads of like conveyor belts of like loads of bottles of Coke, just like sort of pouring in, and it's so cool. It's just kind of satisfying to watch. Speaking of stuff that's satisfying to watch, there you go.
Yeah.
What about Wraith
Speaking
Race?
of
Huh? New trailer out.
Wraith
Very
Race. Wraith Race.
You gonna talk about it, Wraith? This little thing.
I mean, you just kind of setting me up to just. Do you want me to just spew?
Yes.
I can.
Yeah,
I can
tell us what you're
spew
doing,
it.
because I mean that's the
Yeah,
reason why
okay.
you're here. Is because we want people to hear about it because it's cool. So
Oh, I thought I was here to talk about fruit shoots and give you my
That-
incredible
that
opinion
was-
on fruit shoots.
that
to
was
be
the
fair.
first.
that-
That was the
yes.
first reason.
Yeah, that was the main
This
reason,
is
but
the second.
you know.
Yeah, this is the secondary reason. Okay, so Wraith Race is a Minecraft game show with 8 contestants, including Nero.
Woo.
And
Nero's
it's
gonna win.
3 levels of puzzles and parkour and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And just the interjections are a little off-putting, but yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it.
And here you were just before
Yeah.
podcast go. Oh, I could talk about this for hours.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but
I'm being social.
my
antsy
question is-
now.
my question is, when's it coming out? When do we get to see the first episode?
First episode is on Friday, which is the 19th. When's this podcast coming out?
Sunday.
Tomorrow.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
if
Okay,
it
so
wasn't
yeah,
true, I was recording this the
um,
day before. Slightly better than last week.
Way better than the last week,
good
which was like
job,
2
good
hours
job.
before.
really prepared. But yeah, so it's coming. First episode is this Friday, and then the following 2 episodes will be like the week after and the week after that. But yeah, I'll be premiering on YouTube.
Yeah, trailer's out
Yay.
now.
That is exciting stuff.
Link to trailer. in
For those of
description.
you that are, those of you that are listening after this, go check it out. There'll be a link in the description. For those of you watching right now, there'll probably be an iCard if I remember to try and do that afterwards. And
You remember.
you can go check it out.
Thank you.
Look at Gamerguy adding little cards in. There's going to be no visual. I'm not going to show it on the screen because you shouldn't be watching, you should be listening. It's a
No, you should be
podcast.
mining away at Minecraft, listening to Nero Pop.
Yep. Writing essays, yep.
Right? Oh man, you couldn't do that while listening to this.
No, you'd be too busy thinking about bloody Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah, but- No, that's another level of procrastination. Just start listening to it. You're like, you know what? And then you just start walking to the shop and buy some Coke. You know, it's like, I just had to, you know.
Hey, I meant you
That's what I
drinking
had to
tea,
do.
not Coke.
Yeah, remember?
Tea
We
party.
did that whole setup at the beginning,
God.
which for some reason it's called Tea Party, but we won't mention that. Yeah, I'm excited for the Wraith Race. I think it's gonna be cool. I just watched the trailer like 2 minutes before we started, and it looks sick. So I reckon it's
Yeah.
gonna be really good.
We recorded this like what, a month ago now?
Yeah, it was sort of my Christmas project. So as soon as I got off uni for the Christmas holidays, it basically became my life, and I have now finally escaped. It's all edited. My God, that's like 2 months of my life gone on this show, and it's like, what the heck? And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
It's dedication,
next-
though.
Yeah, and the next game show's like in the works at the moment. Like a few hours ago, is off building
Here's a real
maps.
question. Am I gonna be a player on it?
That's amazing.
Am I gonna win
You're
the
more
next
than
one?
welcome.
Hell yeah.
Well, I don't know if you're going to win, But yeah,
I've
Gamerguy, if
won
you want
this
to
one, so-
come on the next show as well, you're more than welcome.
I reckon we should. I should. I think it'll be good. I'm kind
Yeah.
of excited to hype it up. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm doing right
Let's
now.
get the
I'm hyping
marketing
it up.
going. I
You
think
know-
we should all hype it up. Proper hype it. But I think this is going to be quality production, right?
Like, unfortunately, this is just like pressure on me now because I've been hyping this for the last 2 months and I've just run out of hype energy, and now it's sort of got to the stage where I'm like, I've managed to get everyone really excited about this show, and now I've got to live up to the expectations.
Yeah.
Like, I've had people messaging me like, have you finished editing yet? Have you finished editing yet? Can you tell me the results yet? Can you tell me if I won? I'm like, please, just wait for the show.
I might have been complicit in this.
Secretly, that was why you invited, because Nero just wanted.
We need
Nero
to know
just wanted-
results, Wraith. I'm invited to the
Yeah,
podcast.
the
Tell me
results.
my results.
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna spoil it on this podcast. Yeah.
On a really amateur podcast.
Let me just pull up the results and tell you everything that happens.
Any sneak peeks or anything, like any like insider information you haven't released yet in the trailer, but you're like willing to spare, like just random moments.
It's got to the point where I don't even know like what stuff's public info by this point, because I've been stuck editing this for like over a month, and like there's so much stuff that's just being cut out of the show completely, like really funny stuff, but it just didn't fit. Like I've got.
This is sad.
Actually, I can't tell that. I can't even say what it is because it's
Well,
like.
can you tell
big
us what's been cut
spoilers.
out? Like the stuff that you're not included in it, at least. This way we're gonna have to call you back after like the whole thing's been released and be like, okay, now tell us everything. No excuses.
Yeah, just get interrogated.
It turns out that
I
you manipulated the results and like actually someone else won. You
I
just
would
made-
never manipulate results. Nero,
I
come
mean-
on. It's not as if I've ever done that before in Minecraft.
No, it's not like you've done that before.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Quick question: Is there a blaze category? Who spawned the most blazes?
No, because it's actually impossible to tell. Because when I was editing it, some people were spawning the blazes in so quickly that my entire chat dialogue was just a blazer sport, a blazer sport, a blazer sport. Also because, okay, in the show there's a pressure plate, and when any player walks over it, it spawns 8 blazers.
8.
So if
No, I thought
yeah,
it was just
so
one.
if somebody walks into the room, sees this blazers and walks out, that's 16 blazers
Oh
spawned.
my god! And the fact of
And yeah, it got to the point where me and my co-host Christine, we were actually just standing in this blaze room as all these blazers were spawning, trying to kill them as quickly as we could, because otherwise, like the puzzle was impossible with that many
wasn't.
blazers.
That's crazy. That's
but,
crazy.
You know, it was quite the run.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
and then some. Actually, I don't think he did win the blaze challenge because there was one person who I shall not name just yet, but they were doing it deliberately. As soon
Oh
as
my
they
God.
realised that I was
I
having
can
to
already
come and
imagine who
work
it is.
with them.
Wow.
I mean, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
who it was. That's who it was in chat.
Oh really?
Oh,
Okay, I
yeah.
was not expecting
But
it.
as
Okay.
soon as he realised, it was my god. It was
we have very insider information here.
We
ladies
do
and
now.
gentlemen,
We have
which we
insider
cannot-
information.
which we cannot share. But
Well,
You
the
will
thing
find
is, like,
out
a lot of
in a couple of weeks because it's probably is it episode 2 that happens. I'm guessing.
yeah, that's episode 2. Yeah.
So
I'm
Not
excited.
not even
man.
on Friday. Friday after.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
excited.
a lot of stuff that was cut out. Like, there were people. a certain group, Nero, who just kept breaking my map and like somehow just like getting outside, glitching through and escaping the map
It was
in
great.
bizarre ways. and just coming up with stuff that I never would have thought of.
I mean, it's all part of the game, right? Like, for all we know, that could have been part of it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
told us
yeah,
stuff
there was
that wasn't true.
Yeah.
I mean, why couldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, people did give me like ideas for series 2, which is sort
Yay.
of in the background, very much in the background. We've got more 2 completely different shows at least before series 2, but like there have been thoughts about a series 2, and like some of the ideas that people came up with, like just trying to do the puzzles, maybe featured in the next series. But yeah,
Cool.
I like it.
I
like it.
I love
Very
how like. Can I just say I am particularly happy that I was the first like thing you shown on in the trailer. You know, it was like obviously you did the explaining bit first, and then it was me. So thank you for that.
You also got to be in the thumbnail for the trailer.
I did. It was all good.
Oh yeah, are you in the thumbnail for the trailer as well?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you,
Really,
right in the
clearly
thumbnail for the trailer.
This is foreshadowing. Look at that. Foreshadowing.
I think it could be foreshadowing. It could be foreshadowing the winner.
Yeah, that's exactly
Could
what
be
I'm
foreshadowing
thinking.
the winner.
Yeah.
By the way, just to clarify, I do not know the results yet. Only Wraith and Chris knows the results. I'm just unknown. I just know like how well I didn't even know the time it took for me to do it, because there was a pause in between. It was all sorts. So yeah.
So basically the thing was, for the people listening, the thing was filmed, 4 teams were all on separate days, and they all did the whole thing, the 3 levels back to back. But the way that it's cut up between episodes is level 1 is episode 1, level 2 is episode 2, level 3 is episode 3. And there's a leaderboard at the end of each episode with sort of like progress. But yeah, so it's sort of as if
I mean, I know where we fall
the
down
4
on the
teams were
leaderboard.
competing like side by side, but
I mean, you've got a picture of me doing
Outside.
parkour, and I don't remember being particularly bad at parkour. So
I'm not going
good
to
either.
comment. I am not going to comment on this.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely weren't the best at parkour, but you certainly weren't the worst at parkour.
No, I've heard rumors amongst the mist of
Rumors.
what other people might have committed, what crimes other people might have committed during.
Oh, have people been snitching?
Yes.
Oh, have people been leaking information? God,
Leaking
who has been
information?
leaking
Wait.
information?
I can't tell you that. My
Oh, we
sources-
should definitely move on.
Whose ass
Let's
do I
move
have
on.
to go and
Okay.
kick right now?
All right, yes. So next bit of the
next bit of it.
podcast.
Hey, I've been uploading to TikTok. Did you know that?
Okay, let's talk about TikTok.
I've been uploading again. Woo.
You have actually. Let's actually talk about TikTok. We have a professional TikToker in our midst, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've got. I looked at.
Hold on to those cups of tea. We're going to go on a
16K.
ride.
I know. We're going on a ride of terrible videos. Yay!
Woo!
I feel like
still
you talked
hate
about this
them.
before, but I feel like to enlighten people who don't know, Nero Pop has a TikTok where he uploads the most
Say it. Just say it.
stale content.
Stale? I would have gone with absolute rubbish. Throw it in the
But-
volcano.
But it
Burn
is
it.
more popular than anybody that we know. Well, between me and him, it's the most popular content that we've ever been uploaded between me and you.
I know.
And I think that is something that should be commended. You know, people
2
like
million
trash.
views on that bloody. I placed bits of redstone on the ground. I was lagging.
Place redstone laggily onto the ground, and people were all over it.
Oh my god.
People were all over it, like swarmed to it. I just get my old PC out and just start playing Minecraft. I'll get all the views.
You really would. So
Yeah,
I basically just went and recorded how many
Yeah.
videos? I think it was like, I wouldn't say like 16 videos, maybe 18.
Yeah. Beforehand, it
Just-
came on. He was like, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
I
I've
uploaded
got 50
TikTok videos." 50 videos I have. Obviously, me and Wraith are then like, whoa,
I was just like
50
I made
videos.
like
Well
50
done.
videos though. It's
We were
more like
so
20.
impressed as
Yeah.
well.
It's the way you said it. You were like, I did 50 videos and they're going to be uploaded daily, you know? And it was like, oh, 50 videos. And you're like, yeah, I recorded like 6 the other day. I was like,
Yeah.
what is 6? He said, yeah, I got 6. I got like 6 videos on my computer right now. I'm like, what?
I think you'll find it right this second. The ones which are edited is number 7 of them to upload.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got more to
Oh,
edit because I got bored of editing them because they're so bad.
Hey, we're
They're
excited.
really
We love
easy
it.
to edit as well. You literally just like crop it and add a bit of music maybe. That's it. Upload
Crop it, add it, music.
export it as
Render.
not as 1080 by 1920, so it's like right aspect ratio, like the opposite of what I usually do of 1920 by 1080.
Ah,
6 tricks of
that's
Nero.
cool.
How to make terrible TikTok videos.
I mean, I
How
didn't
to-
know that, and I'm gonna have to start TikTok, aren't I? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe I should start
very,
TikTok.
this podcast is very educational for me, at least.
hmm
Learn things. We learn things here.
we learn things.
We're very learned people.
Learn.
Yeah, I've been like trying to think about what I'm gonna do, so I've been uploading a video a week so far.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I've
I've got a
been
couple of
meaning
other
to.
series that I might start, but one thing I want to resurrect my film and TV show review channel with a video a month, which sounds really bad. It's not many, but
Oh my
a
god.
video a month.
A review? Oh yeah, the real deal.
Yeah, I might do WandaVision as my next episode. Talk about because that should be out by the time it rolls around to next month.
Yeah, I've been really slow on basically every platform currently. Like I said last week, I uploaded a video, and that's my video for a month. So there you go.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
That's all we got.
It's not at all because I tried
That's all-
recording
that's
Kings and
all
Castles and
that's
it
happening.
completely broke. So
I quite like the way I've decided to do it right now. I think balance is key, but it's balance in making quality content. Although, you know, like Wraith, your example of like working for 2 months on a production is like, hey, look, none of us are real famous or anything. None of these things are gonna get mad.
Yeah,
Well, they might
that's the
get mad
thing,
views,
yeah.
but that's the point about being balanced about it. If we want to make good things, we got to put more time into it because we haven't got like an audience that is like at our fingertips ready to jump on anything we put out. I guess we have the time to kind of really work on stuff to make them good.
yeah,
I guess because we're not
kinda
really
I wanna make
pressured
stuff
to
more
get things out, so we don't lose any
common.
audience.
I want to upload more often, but it's hard when I want to
Yeah.
also make it good.
Well, like I said, I was going to start streaming like 25 weeks ago, and I haven't said. I haven't done
Yeah,
anything
when
to
are
do
you
that.
streaming, Gamerguy? When are you streaming?
I'm
waiting
going to
still.
say, I don't know when I'm going to say. Well, I was about to say I'm going to say this week, but I think I said that last week. I don't know when. One day. One day.
Tell me a time and a day.
Tell me what time it is. Like I did with the podcast. Now I'll just change it real quick.
Yeah. Literally, when was it again? And we just both completely forgot. And then all of a sudden it's like, we're meant to be recording a podcast.
And then obviously, I was 6 minutes late today, and it was like,
I know.
what? I was just planning, planning what to do without you. I was like, I was 6 minutes late.
Tea party.
I was making a cup of tea. What are you freaking out about? I was 6 minutes late. I was like,
Well,
stop freaking out.
look, I was freaking out because last week you left me with editing the entire video with 2 hours to go. I ended up uploading it exactly 1 hour later. I was quite.
You have time this time. Usually it's me that edits them, but yeah.
I'm not sure if I trust
You
you,
did a good
editing if you leave it this late.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually saw how late I usually leave it, you'd be like, wait. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, just trying to get the balance with this YouTube game. Considering we're not huge on YouTube. or
Yeah,
anything.
because also there's sort of like the algorithm thing. Like you have to have an upload schedule and stuff if you want the algorithm to favor you, and it's like, ugh.
I mean,
But-
I was looking at your channel and it jumped like crazy the other day. Like about a month ago, you were like behind me on subscribers. Now you're way ahead of me
Yeah.
again. It's like, what's this?
I don't think I've got any subscribers like super recently, but I did have a period where people seemed to be subscribing. I was like,
Quite a lot.
very interesting.
And
Don't
I
know
lost
why.
a subscriber about the same
I
time.
don't know what that was about.
Although I gained back.
Boss subscriber.
I'm back
R.I.P.
I'm back in the 190s again.
Would you like to hear when I last streamed on Twitch?
Sure, let's hear it.
Gamerguy_YT last streamed 5 years ago.
Oh my god.
On Twitch.
Yeah.
On Twitch, that was. I streamed on Beam a couple of times when it was Beam and then it turned into Mixer.
Oh, Beam.
You know, it's Beam that turned into Mixer, yeah. But last time I streamed on Twitch was 5 years ago.
Wow. 5 years ago. That's older than last time we made a podcast before Christmas.
Yeah. That is older than last time we made a
That's
podcast.
saying something.
It is. It was 3 years.
Yeah. I think we're pretty much nearing the end now, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
kind of wrap it up. I want to say, obviously, thank you for Wraith for coming on. I know it's a very amateur, quite relaxed, quite chilled podcast, but I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, it's been really funny.
Yeah.
Really listening to you guys talking about Pepsi and fruit shoot and all
Yeah, we just.
This is what we
weird
do.
stuff.
If you
Lovely to hear
listen
that,
to the
yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
you're not listening for proper real topics. You're just listening for absolute rubbish. It's just-
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
it
that's
is.
the fun bit.
that's what
yeah.
it is. But
We talk about Wraith
Yeah.
Race, and then we quickly move on to Pepsi versus Coke, you know?
change topics faster
Yeah.
than.
The
Well, I
weather.
was going to give an example. Well,
Like,
change
the
is
weather.
like super fast.
Am I just
My
gonna repeat
upload
this?
schedule, that changes.
People's
quickly.
people's opinions on celebrities.
Okay, very
One day
good.
they're like, "Oh, hey, you're great." The next day they're
The
like, "You
world's,
suck."
the world's climate.
So I was like, "Oh,
Ooh.
oh, oh,
Ooh.
Oof.
sweet." That's a deep one. That one.
Yeah. All right.
Okay then. Yeah, fine. I'm okay with
No,
it.
I'm pretty sure that most people have finished their teas by now. If you haven't, then
If you haven't, your
congratulations, you
tea's
have a
cold.
If you haven't, it's
You got
cold.
like
You are
another
ruined.
one.
You
Got like another one.
pour it down the sink.
You've
It's cold.
messed
It's not
up
worth
real
it.
bad.
God.
It's
What
just
the
messed up.
damage?
If you haven't drank your tea,
Sad times.
that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming to
Um,
the podcast, I guess. Unless you want to say something.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd say go get on that. Go get on Wraith's new stuff. The trailer's out. Go check it out. Subscribe. Get ready for that. Drop it on Friday, the 15th of February, 2021.
Is it 15th?
How exciting is that?
16th.
19th?
What?
19th?
19th. 19th. I was going to say 15th is a Monday, 16th
Yeah.
is a Tuesday. Yeah, 19th.
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 Wait. Oh. It's not Wednesday. All right.
So none of
Cool.
those dates were a Wednesday.
No, I'm saying it's not Wednesday today.
No, it's
Um,
Saturday. when we're meant to be uploading this bloody video.
I don't know why I thought it was a Wednesday.
I don't know. Maybe it just feels like a Wednesday. Got that
Got,
Wednesday
got
feeling.
real Wednesday vibes. This thing has some real Wednesday vibes. Wednesday energy. All right. Yeah. Subscribe to Nero Pop. Go check him out on TikTok because you want to see that.
Subscribe
garbage.
to you. Really, please don't. Like, it's genuinely bad. You will not. You'll think like that I'm a worse person for it. It's
Yeah, we
no.
will.
Do it.
Do
Get me on
it.
Twitch.
Follow on
Twitch is better.
Twitch. Yeah. Follow
check
your
out
Twitch. Your
Gamerguy.
Twitch should be good.
Maybe I should plug your TikTok. I seem to be following your TikTok with 0 videos.
I have a TikTok.
Yeah, you've got 3 followers. You've got 1 follower, which is me.
Oh.
I didn't know I had a TikTok. That's sick. I mean, not like a Gamerguy_YT TikTok. I didn't know I had that.
No,
That's sick.
no.
Nice. I have a TikTok. Way. I make TikTok content.
Yeah, by the time the
Um,
next podcast comes around, you're going to have like millions of followers just from everyone who listens
Just
to this
follow my
podcast.
video. You'll have 10k
Yeah,
views
all
in
the
under a
people.
month. You have 10k.
Exactly. I'll be on
followers
it.
even.
And then other than that, just have a great rest of your week. Tune in
Yeah.
next week for the next podcast. I think we're gonna have another guest next week. He's gonna come on.
Oh, we're
maybe
having another
talk
guest.
about
I thought it was a
music, I
bi-weekly
guess.
guest, but you know,
Oh, maybe it's bi-weekly. Maybe it'll be next week.
knows?
Who really knows? Who knows?
we keep
We have
changing our
replans.
minds, so maybe it will be.
We keep
weekly.
changing our minds, like
Make it
on the
up as we go
podcast.
along.
Make up as we go along. That's how much. All right.
Wait, isn't that what we're
Thanks for
doing already?
listening. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining, and we will catch you all in the very next podcast. Thank you
Bye,
all, and
guys.
goodbye.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.